Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Brock Purdy and the Philadelphia Eagles versus Matthew Stafford and the Minnesota Vikings.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. First game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Now Purdy. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards.
Well, that didn't take long. The second play from scrimmage, this one nearly goes the distance, and now, what a start. You're barely on the field, and you're already set up first and goal.
Touchdown, Eagles! Rashad White, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was all finished off by a touchdown catch from Rashad White. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They're brought out by a man now in his 15th NFL season, one of the most productive passers in league history, and a former Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 85 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it.
There he goes, right side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time. Back to throw, Purdy. This is caught. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Purdy looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Puka Nacua with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2, so I would agree with you totally on that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stafford. That is caught. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Now Stafford. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Pass complete there to Nacua. And he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They go play action here. Purdy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. Out to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Puka Nacua with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Now it's Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down. Play action. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Stafford now to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Stafford. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Puka Nacua doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. First and 10, Taylor now. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 5 as they've got it as we resume action. Stafford's throw complete to Freiermuth. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Moore, the man in motion. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Here's Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And running with power here. Past the 20. 5 touchdown. Philadelphia. That'll go down as a 92-yard punt return score. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half.
Partner, the old rules about not fielding punts inside your own 10, those things are way out the window, aren't they?
Yeah, they say put your heels on the 10-yard line, but when you return it, maybe your coach doesn't say anything to you, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of special teams coach, if they've got a special guy, they'll say, yeah, okay, you can go to the 8. But this one, he really had some guts.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given them a lot to think about.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! Puka Nacua on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Stafford. A short one there to throw. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. That goes for a gain of 31.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Eagles have got it on cruise control. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Stafford. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Moore, the man in motion. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jair Brown on the stop there.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now Stafford. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. From the red zone now, Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Stafford. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Out of the gun, Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This taken in right around the goal line. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead. There he goes, left side. There he goes again. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Puka Nacua, 62 yards. And the Eagles have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And now out comes Minnesota. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. To throw on second down is Stafford. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And here comes Berrios. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. A second down throw for Purdy. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. Touchdown, Eagles. Puka Nacua, 55 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, that pass complete to Moore. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down. Stafford, that is caught by Johnson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Berrios. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that's going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for John. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Eagles, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.